Hi guys, it's Master Coach Tony Morgan, and today's video is on the back to geotech. So in this video you're going to see an example of using the fault analysis quadrant and also take it to the next level of actually doing the work involved in the diagnostics. So you're going to see the full spectrum of using this knowledge, and also you're going to see the training what this lad got, and he's going to put this to the test in this video so you can see everything. So you guys will be impressed with what you're going to see. So before we start, what we're going to do, we're going to kind of create a scenario of this particular fault. So the fault is no display on the boiler. So I'm going to pretend I'm the customer, ringing the engineer, who's going to be Naz, and you'll listen to the dialogue between us, and then you can be arriving on site to the job. He's going to diagnose the problem, tell the customer, me, what the problem is, and then he's going to carry out the repair on the boiler. So that's what you're going to see in this video. Okay, I'm going to make a call to the engineer because I want the boiler fixing. Alright, is that the engineer?
Hello there, how can I help?
Yeah, basically I got a problem with the boiler. I woke up this morning and there's no display on my boiler. So I was wondering if you can come out and fix it.
Right, I'm a bit busy at the moment, but I can come and see you within the next couple of hours. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, that'd be great, no problem. So yeah, I'll just text you my address details and then I'll see you as soon as possible.
Brilliant, see you soon.
Okay, bye. Okay, Mr. Engineer, I'll just tell you what my problem is. So basically I woke up this morning and you can see there's no display on the boiler. I don't know what's happened, there's no heating and hot water. So I was wondering, can you fix it for me?
Not a problem, Mr. Morgan. If you give me a few minutes, I'll have a quick look at it and I'll do my diagnostics and see where the fault is. And yeah, if you just leave it with me, and I'll let you know in a little while.
Okay, cool. So for this section, you're going to see Naz carrying out his diagnostics as the engineer, so you'll hear him talking what he's doing through the process.
Right, so come to the boiler, make sure the selector switch is working, the power is on, no light. So what I'll now do is I'll take the cover off and I'll make sure the power is off at the switch, and it's off at the selector switch. Right, so now that I've taken the cover off, I'll just quickly have a quick visual inside, and I'll get my multimeter out and I'll put it on voltage. So I'll check the incoming live and neutral. I'm getting 230 volts. I'll check the outgoing live and neutral. I got nothing there. That means the fuse is blown. So what I'll do is I will check the actuator motor. There's a pin inside here. Just take the pin out. Just gently just lift it up. Just check inside. Oh, I can see a bit of water inside here. Just feel it inside the cartridge. There's water inside here. So it's the actuator motor that's gone. It's the water the cartridge letting by. Right, okay. I've diagnosed what the fault is. I'm now going to tell the customer what the issue is with the boiler. Right, Mr. Morgan,
Yeah.
I've diagnosed what the fault is.
Okay.
There's a fault with the actuator motor. Water's gone into it, and then there's water inside the diverter valve cartridge, so we'll have to replace them.
Okay. All right. Well, I've got a contract with you guys, so we won't have to pay for that, will I?
That's absolutely right, Mr. Morgan. So it's absolutely nothing to worry about. This all covers in your contract. So I'll be changing them 2 parts for you, and get it all back up and running for you. Yeah.
Excellent. Great. Okay, I'll let you get on with it.
Thank you. Right, so now I'm going to start doing the repair. So the first thing I'll do is I will isolate the flow and return, and then I'll get a bucket, put it underneath, and on this I can drain the water from the drain point, because I've got access to it. If not, then I drain it through the PRV. So I'll just open up the drain point, and I'll let the water drain. In the meantime, while that's happening, I'll take the actuator motor off and put it aside, put the cable aside. So once the water's drained, what I will do is I'll take the front cover off. Just gently lift it up. Up here is I will need to pump up the expansion vessel. So if there's any excess water in there, that'll push it out. So in order for me to access the expansion vessel, the spark generator is in the way. So what I'll do is I'll take the spark generator off. There's a screw here and a screw on the other side. So I'll just take these screws off. Spark generator off. If you have to, you can take it off the lid here. It gives you a bit more space. Just pop it in here. And there's a drip tray here for the condensing water, so we can just pull this out gently, and that gives you access to the shrouder valve, which you can take off. So now that I've taken the shrouder valve off, what I'll do is I'll attach a foot pump to it, and I'll pump it up to 1 bar. Once that's done, I'll take the foot pump off, put the shrouder valve back on, and let's put that back on, and then I'll gently put the drip tray back to its position. I'll leave the spark generator off for a while. Then what I'll do is I'll now get my grips, and I will attach it to the cartridge here, and it's going to be a bit tight, so I just need to grip it really tight and just pull it towards yourself. Now loosen it and just gently take it out. Just give it a little tug, see there's no pressure on there as you're taking it out. And then just gently take it out. That's the cartridge. So when you take the cartridge out, you can always you'll be able to see the diverter valve comes. There's two different types. There's one with the bypass and there's one without a bypass. So the one with the bypass you'd be able to tell because there is a pipe at the back, and the one without the bypass, there's no pipe at the back, so you feel that at the back, and that just goes into the valve at the back. New the new cartridge just doesn't come with the cartridge on its own, it comes with the whole housing. So what you'll have to do is take the cartridge out, and then it's a new cartridge, and we pop it back inside there. So when you put it back inside, the pin has to sit in the middle, and once it sits in the middle, you can gently just screw it back in. Right, when you put it in, you have to be slightly careful and gentle, as the pin needs to sit in the middle, and if it doesn't sit in the middle, it's not going to go in. I've got it in the middle now, and once it's in the middle, you'll be able to feel it screwing in quite nicely and easily. So once you've hand tightened it, you get your grips, just gently hold it and just give it a good, right, just tighten it up so you don't over tight it. Right, so once I've put that on, what I'll now do is I will turn the flow and return back on, and I will put the pressure gauge up to about 1.2 bars, and then make sure there's no leaks, and have a visual on that for a little while, and just confirm that there isn't any leaks. So once I've confirmed that, I will put the new actuator motor on. So just put that back in. Again, just gently put it back in, and then the pin will just slide in gently. That's it. So once I've done that, I will. Right, so now that I've put the actuator motor back on, what I'll do is I'll put the spark generator back on. Get the screws. It's easier to get the back one in first. Earth cable back on, spark generator cable back on. Click. Once I've done that, I'll replace both the fuses on there with 2 amp fuses, and once I've done that, right, so now that everything's back together, I'll put the front combustion cover back on. So that goes in 2 holes up there, sits in there. And So now the front combustion cover is back on. What I'll do is I'll turn the power back on and turn the power on at the selector switch. Got power there. So what I'll now do is I'll turn the timer on. Go to the room thermostat. I'll turn up the room thermostat, and the room thermostat will make a click, send a signal back, and the central heating demand light will come on. Once the central heating demand light comes on, the pump will activate, and then the ignition process will start. Once the ignition process starts, the burner flame light will come on, and now it's all working. We'll leave the central heating on for about 2-3 minutes, so let the air out of the system, and once that's done, we'll put the hot water on and run that for a little while, and then that's it. As you can see, it's all now working. So I'm just putting the case back on. So the case is now back on, and I'll tell the customer, Mr. Morgan.
Oh, is it all done?
It's all complete. It's all working now. I've tested it on the central heating. I've let the central heating go on for a few minutes, and then I've tested it on hot water as well, and it's all working fine now.
All right, brilliant. Thank you very much. Okay, you've done such a good job. I'll give you a tip.
Thank you very much.
Yep. So there you go, guys. So that's going to be the end of this video. So basically, Naz has basically done my training. I've shown him what to do. He's got most of this from his online training. He basically visualized what you've seen, and now he's doing it in reality in the classroom, going over what he's done online, and now you just seen him do it for yourself. So this is what you can achieve by doing my body repair accelerate training. So Naz, how do you feel what you've done?
It feels good, because now what I've done in theory, I've put it to practice, and obviously watching a video and doing it online is totally different to real life. Feeling the parts and taking it all apart, you know, it's combining both together. It's totally different. It's good feeling that gives you a boost and a bit of confidence.
All right. So the two things come together for you.
That's right, because with the theory, when you've done the theory and when you're doing it real life, you can kind of put it together, picture it together, so you can kind of visually in your head as you're doing things.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, so that's it. As I said, this is what you can do, the same path as Naz. So before we end the video, I'd just like to bring to your attention the Choice Analysis Quadrant. So this quadrant basically helped Naz to make the right choice, make the right decision on what he wanted to do with his career. So he looked at reality, and he realized that he didn't have the skills, he didn't have the confidence to do what he wanted to do. So he made the choice and chose me, Master Coach Tony Morgan, to help him succeed. And you've seen the video what he done, and that was from basically doing the online training, then coming into the classroom, doing the classroom training, hands-on, and you've seen the result for yourself. Now, if you're unsure and you're thinking you want to do it and you ain't got the confidence, well, what I've got for you today is a new ebook what I brought out, the Choice Analysis Quadrant. So all you have to do is click the link below. So if you're watching on YouTube, go into the description part, and you can click on the link there and download the free ebook for yourself. Now, if you're watching on one of my other platforms, it'll just be below this video. So go ahead, download the free ebook, the Choice Analysis Quadrant. That'll help you in not only your career, it'll also help you in different areas of your life as well. So it's well worth a read. So, as I said, that's going to be the end of the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.